Today we're going to install the master caution switch and the fire warning switch. I bought this stuff from the same shop where I buy everything else, the Aviation Mega Store here in the Netherlands, and the make from these two are from Fly Engravity, both of them. From a first view they look really strong. They seem to react really well. When they get pressed and then released, they don't seem to stuck pressed, just bounces back, and that's one of the first good things. The way we would probably mount them is we unplug them like this, we remove this part. I'm not sure if this should stay here, should probably no, I think this also gets removed. This then gets plugged into the front of the MIP, then from the back of the MIP, here we go, and then put this in. This way will be stuck to the MIP, and then we replug this part here. Here we go. And as for the cables, they'll be connected. This will be connected to the CPFlight motherboard. I'm not sure just yet how, but I do have the manual of the board, so I can probably figure out from there. Same thing with this. Again, they're really nice the way they're made. I'm really happy with it. I hope they work just as good as they look. Now let's start installing them. Since we are installing the master caution and the fire warning, it's probably a good idea to also install the SixPack. This stuff goes hand in hand. They have to, at least the LEDs, they all have to be connected to the same common port on the card. So this is also from Fly Engravity. Same thing as before. Looks nice. It reacts really well. Doesn't get stuck. Everything seems to be written nicely. Obviously I haven't tested yet the LEDs at the back, so I'm very curious to see how it's gonna work when this is on. It comes with a rather long cable. One side goes at the back, so there is no need of soldering. This is pretty nice. And the other side comes with I believe it's 9 cables. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 cables. So we're gonna try and install everything now. So step 1 is calculating how much cable I'm gonna need. At least one piece, how long does it need to be, and then I'll cut all the pieces the same. I'm gonna cut them a little bit longer. It's always better to throw some away than right at the last minute figure out that you don't have enough. So this is how every cable, how long it will be. 4 cables soldered, and next we're going to install the button, pass through the cables, and connect them to the plate. First, we're detaching the back side. Yep. And now we're reinstalling this. Last we're going to install the SixPack. Pass the cable through the hole. Okay, now if you remember, with the diagrams on hand that we've seen before, we're gonna start connecting all the cables. We'll start with a 6-pack. That is the easiest to connect. And what we're going to do is, so if you look at this, I don't know if you can see it, the last cable is actually red. Every other cable is gray. And if you look at the design from the Fly Engravity, the first one shows you the red, which is the common cathode, which is the port where one leg of the LED, they all connected together. We're going to start from the Fly Engravity diagram. Red one, the first cable, is a common cathode. So we look at the CPFlight, and it says that common cathode, we can either use number 1 or number 2 of this row here. Let's use number 1, and we will always use number 1. So I'm going to take the cable. Where is it? Here. And the red goes to number 1. Stick it in and screw it a little bit. That is fixed. Next cable in line is the fuel. And on the CPFlight says that the fuel goes to number 6. So I take the next cable and I stick it in number 6 and close. And then we go to the next one on the Fly Engravity manual, and that is the IRS. And on the CPFlight, the IRS goes to number 7. There we go. And we do one more, and then I do the rest off camera. So the next one is the flight control, and that is the number 8 on the CPFlight manual. And the rest basically is all the same. You just follow first on the Fly Engravity diagram, and then you go and look at the CPFlight diagram on which hole needs to be plugged in. That's it. Okay, now we start connecting the fire warning button, and I had them all labeled, and we basically do the same process. We go to follow the CPFlight manual. Fire warning has 2 cables that are for LEDs. Let's find them. I labeled L. What we're going to do, one of them goes to the common cathode, and the other one says to number 10 of the output section. So the common cathode of the output was number 1. Where's the screwdriver? I'm going to take this one out and join also this one in. And the other one goes to, what did I say? Fire warning, number 10. The other 2, one goes to the number 3. The other one goes to number 6. Okay, and that's the fire one done. And the last one is the master. I'm going to start with the LEDs. One goes to number 9 of the of the output. The other one goes to number 1, which is the common pole. So you end up in the common pole for the outputs with 3 connections, and you'll have also 3 connections in the common pole for the inputs. For the outputs, one goes on number 6, which is, like I just said before, the outputs common pole. So we all put them together. And the final one goes to number 4. Now that everything is connected, basically the only thing left to do, well, beside a little bit of testing, is some cable management. Okay, so now time for some testing. Everything is installed. Okay, so the SixPack is doing his cycle first, and then he stops and he leaves the IRS, fuel, and the electric on, and the master caution button comes on. By pressing the master caution, everything gets clean. And if we do a small test for the fire warning, as you can see, if I release it, everything goes off. Fire warning, and everything goes off. I don't know if it's me. I'd say that the only thing I find a little bit perhaps not nice, I think the LED is not strong enough, but maybe this is the way it's supposed to be. Maybe I just like shiny things, but basically this is it. If you have any questions, don't forget to leave a comment. Just ask it in the comments below, and if you like the video, please either subscribe or hit the like button. Thanks very much, and to next video. Bye.